In today's video I'm using these homegrown potatoes to make a rich and creamy potato slaw. It's a delicious combination of crunchy low FODMAP coleslaw and creamy potato salad. It's quick and easy to make and cooks in less than 20 minutes and will last for days in the fridge. I've designed this recipe to be really low in FODMAPs, which make it a great side dish for many main meals without having to worry about FODMAP stacking. I hope you enjoy it. I'm using 600 grams of Charlotte potatoes, but any firm, waxy new potato variety will work. You need a potato that can hold its shape and bite once it's been cooked, so avoid any varieties described as floury or good for mashing. I prefer to cook mine with the skin on, so give the potatoes a really good scrub before placing them in a steamer or pot. Leave the smaller potatoes whole and cut larger potatoes in half or quarters so they cook evenly. If possible, I recommend steaming rather than boiling to avoid the potatoes becoming watery. Steam the potatoes for 12 to 15 minutes until just cooked through to the centre. Once the potatoes are cooked, plunge them into a big bowl of iced water. This helps to stop them from overcooking and makes them easier to peel. Cooking them with the skin on makes them easier to peel with your fingers without the need to use a mechanical peeler. It also helps to keep the potato flesh intact, and I personally think it makes the potatoes tastier. Peel the potatoes and cut them evenly into bite-sized pieces. Don't cut them too small as you risk them going mushy when they're being stirred into the dressing. My chunks were roughly 2 cm squares. Finally chop 60 grams of spring onion greens. If you're using the optional gherkins, slice them into quarters lengthwise, then dice finely. Although a low FODMAP portion is 75 grams, about 35 grams per person is right for this recipe, and it leaves you room to pair this dish with other fructose-containing ingredients. Using a food processor or a box grater, finely shred 100 grams of carrot and 100 grams of radish. To make the dressing, you'll need 100 grams or a scant half cup of vegan mayo. Be aware that generic flavourings may include garlic or onion. Add 100 grams or a scant half cup of coconut yogurt. I'm using soy yogurt here as that's all I had, but unfortunately it's not considered low FODMAP. Place them in a bowl big enough to take the rest of the ingredients. Stir in 1 tablespoon of mild mustard and 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Give that a good stir until all the nooch is dissolved into the sauce. Add the carrots, radish and spring onion greens to the dressing. If you're serving anyone like my hubby that hates gherkins, then chop and weigh them separately and stir them into the individual portions before serving. If everyone's a fan, then you can add them all in at once with the rest of the veggies. Stir the veggies into the dressing and season generously to taste with salt and freshly ground black pepper. Chop in a 1/4 cup of fresh parsley, and I recommend chopping an optional 1/4 cup of fresh dill. I also chop the stalks in finely as they contain tons of flavour. Once everything else is in, gently fold in the potatoes. You need to be really careful not to mash them, which is the main reason we've cooked them the way we have, in their skins and steamed until just cooked. Gently fold, fold, fold. A silicone spatula would work well here, but I don't own one, so I'm just taking it nice and slow. Don't be tempted to rush this stage and undo all that careful work that we've put in this far. You don't want to end up with a bowl of cold mashed potatoes. Remove any portions of the potato slaw that don't want gherkins and carefully fold the pickles into the rest of the salad. This potato slaw was specifically created as a side dish to my barbecue viral corn ribs, but it goes perfectly with anything. It's a rich, creamy and filling way to add potatoes to any meal and makes the perfect low FODMAP side dish. It can also be made several days in advance and keeps really well in the fridge. I really hope you give this recipe a try, and if you do, please let me know how you liked it in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!